Good evening, guys. Thank you for joining. How are you tonight?
Hi, coach.
Hi,
Everything
Coach.
is going well.
All right. I'm glad to hear that. I'm very excited that you're having a great Wednesday. This is like the hump day, so we're just finishing the week, and that's actually greater. All right, guys. I'm very happy. I'm just taking um attendance from the ones who had just came. All right. And well, thank you. Guys, did you get the homework ready? We were supposed to talk about places today, but those kind of places that can reflect El Salvador. So, or how people or the lifestyle they have, like the type of houses we have in El Salvador. Were you able to investigate about that? No one? No one was able to?
No,
Uh-huh.
coach. I didn't. I didn't do.
Okay, well, the reason what I'm asking you, it's because we're going to actually do it today. So we're going to continue talking about this kind of information. Now let me just confirm here. Okay, so remember this is unit number 1 and we're about to get into a new topic. So this is intermediate number 2, unit number 1, and this is lifestyle changes. Okay, so we have some information to get ready for, and some of them yes, Fredis, go ahead. Thank you.
Coach, I got a question. And
Sure.
how many units we need to complete an intermediate?
Each intermediate has 5 units, so this is
Five.
number 1. Yes, that's correct. This is number 1, so you're missing 4 to complete the uh intermediate 2. So, but we are going by fast. Don't worry. This is gonna be very, very soon. You're gonna be able to finish all of that, okay? So, guys, we were supposed to have some activity. Oh, remember, we already complete intermediate 1. That's why I asked you to do an oral evaluation. So every time that we have that we are getting closer to finishing a module, we're gonna be doing an evaluation, okay? And a speaking one. So good, guys. Thank you. Let's continue. We're going to continue talking today about different things, okay? Diego is coming. Okay, allow me to let them in.
And how many models, coach? 4 models. We need to complete.
No, actually, they are just three modules. You're gonna be ready with the intermediates, and these are 3 ones, three of them.
Okay.
Intermediate 1, intermediate 2, and intermediate 3.
Okay, got it.
Any other question?
No, coach.
All right,
Thank
very
you
good.
so much.
Oh, okay, thank you. All right, so let's continue, guys, and let's see. At the end of this class, we will be able to talk about wishes, guys, which is one of the questions you had last time, but we will also be able to identify different type of houses or lifestyles people currently have. So I want you to check and tell me, do you think that people have access to houses like nowadays, like people did in the past? Do you think everyone has access to?
No, coach. Actually, no. I think there are many people that don't have access to, to live in a place that they deserve it. Because the price of house is highest in this country, and anyone's is taking care of the people because they need to pay a lot of money for a small house, and
Okay.
sometimes there are 10 people living in a little apartment, and that is terrible. That is terrible. And I think that,
Okay.
yeah.
Ooh, all right. Okay. Thank you for sharing that. So today we're gonna be actually evaluating and comparing things. Okay. So we're gonna, but this case we will be instructed to check like places, like how people live. Okay. We will be evaluating how they do that, how they manage to complete something, and all of that. So in order to continue, we are going to check some vocabulary that I brought so that can help us out, and it's actually backing up the system. Okay, so I'm gonna show you the words, guys, but every time you see a word, I want you to tell me something that comes to your mind. Like, okay, if you say big, you think about a big house and you tell me, okay, those can be houses from San Salvador or from San Miguel. Okay, so let's start. What about dark places? Is there any that comes to your mind, guys? And tell me if you like them. Do you know dark places here in El Salvador? Uh-huh. No one? No one, no one? Dark places, guys? Or do you like dark places?
No,
Have you seen
definitely not.
some? Uh-huh.
Definitely no, coach. Actually, how to say, beside to the San Antonio Abad Street, there is a building that is an old building, and around 11 p.m., 12 a.m. probably is like is a little bit difficult walk around that or close to that walk close that place, because it's like um how to say, like is mm, you know it's very dark, but
Dark.
but
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, and do you like, guys, in general, do you like this kind of places, like dark places? Or do you think it's, no, I'm scared of those places, or I feel fine when I'm in a dark place? Tell me. Uh-huh, uh-huh.
Uh, I
No one?
I don't I don't hate dark places, but I very much prefer bright places
Oh,
because
okay.
dark places I feel sleepy.
All right. Okay, thank you. And thank you for sharing those two things. All right. That was great. Thank you. All right. So you heard Rebecca says, no, I don't actually like dark places, but I prefer bright ones. Okay, because she feels better. All right. What about the others? Can you tell me, how do you feel, like in a dark place, or like I don't know if you have seen some houses, guys. As Fredis was saying, that their structure is intended to be dark. So the full house is dark, even if it's during the day. The atmosphere you have is from a dark place. But there are other houses that you enter and there's too much light coming in. It's so bright and it's great. So have you seen this kind of houses or places? Uh-huh. No, just me. Okay, we're gonna check these three ones. Okay, so we said dark. This is like a place where there's no light. Bright, we said this is a place where I see my face, where I see my hands. There's a lot of light in it. And also there are noisy places. Do you like noisy places, guys? And if you like, mention or give me an example for a noisy place. Uh-huh.
I don't like it, coach, and I would like to live how to say it in a- un lugar donde no haya tanto ruido, like, I don't know how to say, like, un
So
lugar
you
donde,
like the
tranquilo,
opposite of noisy,
un lugar tranquilo.
a
eh,
quiet
I would
place?
like a quiet place. You got it. Thank you.
All right, very
Yeah,
good.
I would like to live in a quiet place
Good.
because it's like mm, it's it's not comfortable to live uh, close to the main street because there are many cars, yeah, around even though you are sleeping around 2 a.m., 3 a.m., and you are, it's like, it's a little bit difficult.
All
Definitely,
right.
I would like to live in a quiet place.
That's
For
better,
example,
right? Living
yeah,
alone, not listening to this kind of like noise. Okay, very good. All right, guys, this is what we're going to do. We're gonna check I mean, this is part of the ones we have from our unit, but we're gonna check them together. So I'm gonna start and I'm gonna get you right now into the breakout rooms. We're just two couples, so this is gonna be very easy. So we're going to discuss. So we're gonna go through to the breakout rooms 3 times. But the first one is for you to talk about dark, noisy, and bright places that you know from El Salvador, okay? So like if you have gone to a restaurant that you feel that atmosphere, that it's really dark. Even they have lights, bulbs, but it's dark. So I want you to tell us about dark, noisy, and bright places, okay? I'm going to take you right now into the breakout rooms, but I want to ask you, do you have any question? No questions? No questions. I answer it myself. Come on, tell me. Do you have a question about what are we going to do?
no, coach, I don't have
All
questions.
right, thank you. Okay, so let's go ahead and go right now to our breakout rooms. We will just have, let me just time it because I don't want to lose time with you. We have a lot of things to do today. So I'm going to time 2 minutes, all right? And then I'm going to take you back, but you're going to tell me places, dark, noisy, and also bright places from El Salvador, all right? So let's start, and I will turn this on. Okay, I will take you back as soon as this timer is up. Thank you, guys. Okay. All right. Diego, are you having issues to connect? Okay, okay. Very good, very good. All right. All right, guys. You're back. I'm very excited. So tell me about these dark places from El Salvador, okay? Can you please tell me some of them? Can you tell me any place from El Salvador that is really, really dark? And even if it's dark, but people enjoy being there, can you tell me one? Uh-huh. Volunteers. Volunteers. Guys, you're there. You're there, guys? Okay, I'm gonna pick up people. Monica, help me out. Tell me about dark places.
We didn't talk about dark places, but I have a noisy one.
Oh, okay. Share that with us. Thank you.
Okay, a noisy one is the restaurant called Birriateca. I think it's really noisy.
Really? So
Yes.
can you talk? Or do they have like music out loud and you're like, yes, give me salt, like that?
Yes, if you want to go with friends, you cannot really talk with them because of the music
Ah,
and everybody's talking, so it's not a good environment for like a chat.
okay. All right. Thank you. That's a great example, right? That's a great example. Thank you, Monica. Appreciate it. Monica, choose someone else, okay? Everyone wants to participate. If you just push them to do it, that will be great. So choose someone.
Um,
Thank you.
Freddy's has a right one.
All right. Thank
Freddy.
you. Appreciate it.
Who do you choose, Monica? I'm sorry.
You.
Ready is you, but
Uh,
it can be about any.
okay. Actually, where we were talking about the bright places, and I was talking about El Salvador del Mundo, maybe. It's one of the most brightest places that I have ever seen. And also another dark place so that I have ever seen it is um like let me see. I forgot it the name of the street, but it's like got it now. Boulevard Sur. It's in Santa Tecla when you
Oh,
are driving to the Libertad Beach. It's like Boulevard Sur is one of the most how to say, uno de los lugares más oscuros que he visto. Coach, darkness,
one of the darkest.
darkness. One of the darkness places that I have ever seen is
All right.
Boulevard.
Thank you so much.
Mhm.
Appreciate it. Choose the last person.
Sure, coach. Let me
Thank you.
choose, pick someone. Diego
Thank you.
Gonzalez.
Appreciate it. All right, Diego, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Yes, very good. Okay. Any dark, noisy, or even bright places that you recognize from El Salvador and you're like, no, I don't like it.
Well, I was with let me see, I was with Rebecca, and we were talking about bright place, and I once mentioned to her that a really bright place for me is the Pizza Hut restaurants. All of them are really bright. They have a lot of illumination in there, so I really enjoy being there because it's really bright.
Woohoo, nice, very good. Thank you. Appreciate it. All right, so this is what we're gonna be talking. Remember, we're evaluating and comparing places. So right now, let's move forward and let's see the next three. Have you seen private places in El Salvador? Like these really beautiful private places? Can you mention one? No? No private places?
I have seen some houses. The They are Estación del Casco houses. They look beautiful, but they are very private. I just look them from outside.
They are private, right? That is correct. Okay, very good one, girl. Thank you. Okay, guys, and what about these safe places? All right. What about these safe places? Do you know one, or do you live in a safe place? Uh-huh. No one? The whole country? No, no safe places? Oh, come on, guys, tell me. What is a
Eh,
safe place?
okay, a safe place is like um, around a United States Embassy in
Oh,
Boulevard Orden de Malta,
yeah.
yeah, Santa Elena, Nuevo Cuscatlán. I think that are one of the safe places I have ever seen.
Okay, that is right, right? Those are like safe places. All right, and what about modern places? Like you said, this doesn't look as we are in El Salvador. That looks like in another country. Any?
In modern places, it's like Nuevo Cuscatlán. There are some buildings, some apartments actually that look like with a lot of luxury and look very modern. And also the modern places is the building that is close to Galerías. Actually, I forgot the name
Oh,
of that
Millennium
building.
Plus?
Millennium, you got it,
Me,
folks. Thank you.
Millennium?
That is one of the most modern places that I have ever seen now. Because are you seeing that on the night? At night, that look at many, like, I don't know to say it, many brights, different colors.
That is right.
And yes,
It looks totally different, like if it's not El Salvador, right?
yeah,
Okay, nice job. All right, guys, very good. And let's move to the last ones. Remember, we're evaluating and comparing places. So tell me about a quiet place, like that you think of and you want to go. Like, oh my God, I want to be there. Like a place. I mean, it doesn't matter if it's a restaurant, if it's, I don't know, you tell me. Uh-huh. What is this safety place? Can you tell me? Is there any that comes to your mind? A restaurant in the beach, maybe? No, that's not a quiet place. But a house, one that comes to your mind that you think, I love it. I can be there forever. Uh-huh.
Salon Spa is a quiet place.
What's
An
that?
spa,
Oh, really? Okay, very good. Thank you. That's a quiet place for you. Okay, good. Another one. No more?
I would say the beaches that are far from Surf City. If you go beyond Surf City, they are very quiet places.
You're right. You're totally right. Okay. As far as you are from Surf City, as greater the place you will find. Yes, you're right. Very good job, girl. Thank you. So this is what we're talking. And what about, guys? Okay, we're still comparing, and actually Rebecca has started comparing, and that's great. You see, she said, no, I don't like this, but this kind. Okay, so she started. Very good job, Rebecca. Thank you. And let's see the next ones. What about crumpet places? Crumpet places is the same as if you're saying small or really I mean, probably not small, but probably they have a lot of stuff, and that it's difficult for you to move from one place to other, and that you think it's too cramped. No places like that? Any cramped place? No? No cramped places? What about a cafeteria? Like if you say, for example, let me check one. Okay, I will say one that is very common, okay? El Rosario. Okay, there's one closer to my house, but they just have like three spots for you to sit. And there's always people waiting for them. I know that's like very common, but any other place? No
The
more?
Galeria's food court at 12.
Oh, okay. At noon, right? Okay, yeah. Bad idea. Cramped place, right? So this is actually an uncomfortable place because there's a lot of people. They have activated or provided a lot of seats, and it's terrible. Okay, very good. And what
I have
about
an example
special?
too these days.
I beg your pardon. Can you repeat it?
Yes, I have an example.
Oh, yes. Can you
All the
repeat it?
Mr. Donut this September.
Oh, wow. Did you eat that already? By the way?
Yeah, I did, but it, I bought the donuts when it was around 9:30 a.m. I remember, and it was the from the Mr. Donut that it's near La Esquina, so it was alone.
That
Only
okay.
only go through the drive-through, and I bought a box, and that's all. So I didn't have to wait at all.
Okay, that's good. But if we think of, that's like a cramped place, right? Very, very good one. Thank you, Diego. And let's see the last one, guys. Spacious places. Do you live in a spacious house? Or do you live in a cramped house? I live in a cramped house. Okay, I'm giving my example, all right? But what about you? Or do you know spacious places?
Now I am living in a grand is a place.
You live in a cramped place?
Yes, a grand place.
Okay, all right, we all do, right? If you're in El Salvador. Okay, well, very good. So guys, as I said to you, this is all about evaluating places, okay, and comparing. So how are we going to do that? We are going to look for some friends today to be able to do that. And these friends are going to be, I think I'm not sharing, right? No, I'm not sharing. Okay, so we're gonna be using three things to be able to compare. At the end, we're gonna be making some comparisons, and I'm gonna ask you to present that with a friend, okay? So to start with, we're gonna be checking on two words, to and enough. You know these words already by heart. I know that, but this is just a matter to review because at the end we are gonna be evaluating and comparing. So this one is helping us to evaluate something, okay? We are evaluating the quality of something here. For example, the quality we're checking for this car, it's price. It's expensive, all right? And also for the apartment, what is the quality we're checking? Can you tell me? Look at the example. What's the quality? I'll help you. Big, okay? So basically what we do, it's just evaluating how something is by checking its quality, okay? Its own quality. And this one, it's expensive and big. Now, to be able to use to and enough, we are gonna do it by making use of adjectives, okay? What are the adjectives that we're using today? What are the adjectives?
Expensive and big.
Expensive and big, right? Very good. Okay, those are the ones I have. All right, very good. Now, how I'm gonna be able to use them? When I said the word true, true means that if you have a target, okay, this one, it goes above that, okay? Both of them are telling me it's going above, all right? So for this one, it says the car is too expensive. Are cars in El Salvador expensive, guys? Can you tell me?
Definitely, there are expensive cars.
They are really
The
expensive.
Mercedes cars, the Volkswagen, and I saw a Corvette. I remember the one day I saw a Corvette.
All right.
And yeah, but definitely the BMW.
Okay. All right, very good. Okay, so that's great. You are comparing. But if you say, like, for example, okay, you want to buy a car, and this car, its cost is $12,000. Okay. Oh, wow. The car is old, and you can think the car is too expensive. What is the quality you're checking? Its price, right? But you're saying, okay, I can pay $7,000. For example, I mean, I don't even have records for cars. I'm just making it up. Okay. But you said, but if I pay that, it's too expensive. Okay. So in order to do that, we are gonna, in order to talk about higher amounts using adjectives, we are gonna be using true, okay? Can you please compare something that we can actually use right now? So for example, can you tell me if it's okay to pay $2? No, I don't know. How much are the donuts right now?
Oh,
They are 145. I don't know.
145.
Yeah, 145. The one they are filled. I don't know how to say rellena. I think it's filled, right?
Stuff.
Huh?
Stuff. I will put it.
Stop.
Rellena.
Staff. Yeah. So the one that are staff, it's 145, and I remember that the regular are or the normal are 115. 115.
Okay, sounds like expensive for me, okay? But let's see, what do you think about it? Are they good, Diego? I mean, you taste them and you think, oh, wow, they were perfect. I love them. I want more. It doesn't matter the price. I want to get more and more. Is that true? Or is it too expensive?
Well, for me, they were good. I believe that I arrived in a good hour. So the shape of the donuts, it was good because I remember
You're good.
last year that we I went with my sister to bath some donuts, and they were like they didn't even uh,
Taste.
I don't know how. No, it's like the form of the donut. It's like a circle, but it wasn't a circle at that time.
Oh my goodness, it wasn't even okay, now, and you're comparing, right? You're evaluating. Okay, donuts from that time to this year are totally different. So they are good. All right, very good. Okay, thank you so much. Now let's continue comparing. Now we did it already with two, and I'm telling you that if it's with two, this is because the amount that it's being assigned to that quality, in this case expensive, is higher. It's it's higher than expected, right? Now we can make the same by using enough, but this time if you use it in negative form, guys, you said that this is not the exact amount. For example, if you say, okay, do you see the arrows I'm drawing? Are you able to see the arrows? Yes.
Yes.
No. Okay. So this tree needs to be like the green arrow, okay? And the yellow one is the same age, okay? But you see, it's not that big, okay? Now, what can I say? What can I tell you about it? Okay, this tree isn't big enough to have it in the yard, okay? So it's gonna be killed. What am I saying? That I was expecting by 2023, they were here, but only the green one was able to reach that target. The other one didn't, okay? Are you getting the idea? Yes or no?
Yes, coach.
Okay, so can we create examples about things that you think are not reaching a target for you? Like you said, no, this time I don't think that this works. But I want you to pay attention to something. If you're planning to make use of enough, the adjective will go before. If you see, in this case, if you're using to, the adjective goes after the word, okay? So check that example. All right, and tell me about something that hasn't fulfilled the requirements for you. What can you tell me? What can you tell me? Any idea? No ideas? Okay, let's compare. Let me see. Let's compare a cinema. So what do you think about, there's one where I studied, there's I don't know if it still exists, but closer to Universidad del Salvador, there is a cinema, and this is, I think, Reforma, if I'm not wrong. Do you know about that one?
Yeah,
Yes.
I
Okay.
have here about the Reforma Cinema.
All right, very good. So if you go there, that's really cheap, guys. When I was a student, it was really easy to go because you pay like $1.25. That was good. And the snacks were cheaper than if you go to another cinema. But the place, it's kind of dirty. It was dark. I mean, I know cinemas are dark, but it was darker than the normal ones, okay? So, so it was dark, it was dirty, so you have to check where you were sitting at that time. So probably now it's different, guys. So if you have gone by the last few years, it's fine. I'm talking about 2010, 2012, okay? So long time ago. All right, so what can you tell me about that? If I tell you, if I compare Cinepolis with that cinema, I don't remember the name of that cinema. Cinemark, Cinepolis, and what's the
Yes.
other one?
I think they are only Cinemark, Cinépolis, and Multicinema Reforma.
Oh, that okay. Thank you, Rebecca. So you know it. Thank you so much. All right. Probably you haven't gotten there, but you know it exists, right? Okay. So can you compare it, guys, and tell me, is it good enough to have a date in that cinema? What do you think? Is it good enough? No?
For having a date.
Yes.
For a date, eh, Cinema Reforma is not good enough.
Yay! Thank you. Appreciate it, girl. Okay, so it isn't good enough, right? For having a date. Very good. Another place that you can compare, guys, and you can tell me like, no, I wouldn't go there. That you think it doesn't cover your standards. A cafeteria, a restaurant, aqua park. I don't know. There was a student that told me that she went to an aqua park in El Salvador and she got lice. Do you know what lice are?
No, I have
No?
no idea. What is that?
Piojos.
Yes. So she got lice. So that place isn't good enough to visit, right? Or because of the place. But she said, no, I wouldn't go, because I was telling them, okay, why don't you go to this place? Because they are doing an activity, like a outside of the classroom activity, and I was telling them go there, but they said no, I got lice there. That isn't good enough to do this activity. So what do you think? Is there a place that you think it doesn't cover the standards? Any any place? No places, guys? Or food? Maybe food. Okay, what food can you compare that you think isn't tasty enough for me to eat it? Like, okay, no, I didn't like it. Something that it comes to your mind that we can actually talk about. No places?
Coach, there is a place that is a restaurant actually that is
Okay.
not good enough. That is a typical Margot.
Why?
I used go there, but it's not good enough because I tasted the food. It's not like so good, and it's
And
very
it's
expensive.
expensive, right?
Yes, it's
Okay, so
expensive.
it's too expensive for their
Yes, for the
quality.
price, for the cost, it's too expensive. Yes, for the quality you got it. Yes.
Yes, very good one. Okay, so that's what we're saying, right? It's too expensive and isn't good enough. I mean, isn't the greatest place to visit, right? Okay, very good. Now, I'm going to give you some minutes because I want you to try to create examples about places, okay? You can compare it. You can make use of two and enough at the same time, as we did with Freddy's, that he said, this place is too expensive for a Salvadorian's budget, because it is. I mean, within some pupusas, you can spend like the amount you have assigned for the whole week for lunch. And then you can tell me, okay, their food isn't tasty enough to finish a dish, okay? Or their beverage aren't sweet enough for my taste. It depends, okay? Can we try to look at least for one place together and coming back to me in 2 minutes? Because we still have 3 more to see. Can we do that? Yes, no. Can we do it? No, guys.
We need to compare places, coach.
Yes,
as we did.
but remember, no, I said places because that's the idea, comparing like places. But if you feel more comfortable by comparing like food or a date that you have not specifically for eating, or if you want to compare a neighborhood, you can tell us. Or if you want to compare, I mean, if you want to evaluate, actually, we are evaluating products, houses, anything that comes to your mind, okay? Yes, any other question? No questions? Okay, so remember, only one because you're working, well, you're gonna work 2 of you in couples and the other, it's going to be a group of 3. I'm gonna give you just 2 minutes because of the time, but please come back ready, okay? So let me start the time. No, well, let me send you right now, and then I'm gonna start the timer so we can continue, okay? Give me 1 second, I cannot open. Okay, there you go. So you can go now, guys. Thank you so much. Remember, only one, but try to make use of 2 and enough. Both of them. Thank you.
Well,
Okay, guys, thank you so much for coming back. Appreciate it. So let's continue and tell me about it, okay? Please tell me, what are those things that you were able to discuss with your friends? Can you tell me now? Uh-huh.
Sure, Coach. We were talking about with Monica about the building apartments that are in front of Multiplaza. Those apartments are not good enough because I mean, yes, they are not big enough because are too expensive and are very small in a smaller apartment.
Okay, those are a smaller apartment than expected, so they are not good enough. That's what you think, right? Okay, very good one. Thank you. Can we have another example? Uh-huh. Any other one?
Um, Diego and me, we were talking about Hospital Rosales.
Oh, okay.
Hospital Rosales is not, it's not new enough. It's very old
Uh-huh.
and it's a very dark place. It's too
It
dark.
is. It is really
And
dark.
the process, they usually take a long time for actually uh, reviewing the patients
To make the checkout to
to
their
make the
patients.
checkout. Yes,
All
yes.
right, thank you so much. So we are now not only comparing houses, but we are now checking products, services, food, I mean, anything that comes to your mind. And that's how we use to and enough anytime that it's describing the quality of something, meaning using adjectives, okay? Meaning using adjectives, this is how it goes. Okay, someone is joining. Okay, so that's how it goes. Now, let's continue about this. And now we're gonna be using the same two words, but this time, guys, they are going to be same. They are evaluating, okay? They are evaluating places, okay? They are evaluating food, they are evaluating services, anything that comes to your mind, a product, anything. Okay, so now we are going to continue, but I want you to see something very interesting. Now we are using enough and also to, but we are not checking the quality of it. What are we checking? Can you identify? Uh-huh. Can you help me out to identify it? Someone? A volunteer? A volunteer who can help us?
Yeah, in this case, we are comparing like things, right? Not like
We're still evaluating.
but
We are
yeah,
evaluating.
yeah, but in this case, there are not enough beds. Like it's related to the how many, right? How many things there are there and something like that.
Okay,
Right?
initially what we did is actually evaluating something, but we were evaluating its quality. So remember, that's why we were using adjectives, because adjectives gives a quality to something, okay? That's big, that's small, that's tall, that's small, that's delicious, that's disgusting. So that's giving, adjectives qualify things, okay? So that's why we were using adjectives here, because we were giving a quality to something. We were just evaluating it, as you see. Now, we are no longer using adjectives because we are not checking the quality of something, but we are evaluating something itself. For example, there aren't enough what?
Beds is quantity, right?
Yes, or a product. Now it's checking stuff. You see, it's not evaluating the quality. Does it mention the quality? It didn't, right? It didn't do that because it's just checking the amount. As you said, in this case, quantity, right, Freddy?
Yes, coach.
There you go. Very good. So we said here, there aren't enough beds for the group. Okay. Remember, enough still plays the same game and it still plays the same structure where it shows that something hasn't gotten above their expectations, okay? So that's what it does. So for example, okay, let me see here. Okay, you're supposed to love people to this level, but you do it like this. Is it good enough? No, right? So if you're using enough, this is not reaching this target. But if you are told, okay, Rebecca, you have to love everyone up to this level, okay? You're this green one. But guess what? Rebecca does it higher than that. So she goes above, all right? Above that. And that's what we're doing here. Enough is showing that something didn't qualify or didn't show the right quantity. And too much that we have here is showing what, guys? Remember, the target was here, but Rebecca goes above that. So it's higher, right? And that's why my example says the neighborhood's party makes what? Too much
Noise.
noise, right? Noise is actually a noun, okay? Now, if I said noisy, that can be an adjective, but right now I just say noise because that's a noun, all right? So then in this case, guys, that we are working with this one. So let's go ahead and do something. But before I continue, Freddy, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yes, I can use this structure to like okay, I want to swim in the pool, but doesn't have enough water. Just to give an example, right?
That was such a great example, Freddy. Very good one. Thank you. Wow, you're on top. You're on top of this topic. That's great. So, any other example that we can get? No more examples? Anyone? Anyone that is giving me another example? Remember, right now, you're not checking the quality of something. If you do, then use an adjective. Anyone? Anyone here? A volunteer? No volunteers tonight? You're so quiet tonight. What
Let me
happened?
see. Let me try.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Okay, there aren't enough plates for the cake.
Okay, wow. Thank you. That was a great example. Woohoo! Thank you. There aren't enough plates for the cake, right? Okay, very good one. Can we use another one, guys? Using too much. Too much. If you don't want to tell me, I would choose someone, okay? So let's see. Andrea, can you try to give us an example using too much?
My dog makes too much noise.
Okay, very good one. Okay, makes too much noise. Okay, is she comparing the quality of his barks? No, right? She's not. She's actually saying, she's describing the action itself, or she's describing the name of that action. Okay, very good job. Thank you, guys. So again, I will repeat this again. I see Freddy's hands up. Do you have another question, boy? No? Okay. So remember, too and enough, and also enough and too much are used to evaluate something. So for example, you were saying, hey, There aren't, oh, you're in a party, right? Ah, see, I didn't like it. The guys didn't bring the equipment for the party, so they're wearing enough plates for the cake, and people use it in napkins. Okay, so that wasn't good. All right, we can use that. So we are evaluating with these two kind of structures, guys. We are evaluating a place, a service, a product. Okay, food, it depends. Two, it's actually used only for adjectives because they are confirming or evaluating a quality, but enough and too much is going to be used with nouns, okay? And their form goes different as enough goes before the noun, and in this case, for adjectives, it goes after the adjective. So take a look into that. Now, is there any question that you have right now for me before we move forward? No more questions? Questions? No prize for questions? I mean, it's okay. We're not gonna be paying for these questions, guys. You can ask me, that will be fine. Okay, no questions. I believe that everything is clear. But we are going to be doing a homework for next class, guys, about this, okay? So pay attention. Now, we're going to continue, guys, and you already know how to compare things, right? So can you tell me, what do you prefer? If we talk about food, do you prefer pizza or pizza or hamburgers? What do you prefer?
I prefer pizza than hamburgers.
Okay. Oh, okay.
It
So,
depends the hamburger.
oh, okay. What it's going to be about? Why did you say it depends?
Because you have the commercial hamburger, the fast food hamburger, and you have and there is the other one that is the, I don't know, the more no tasty restaurant hamburger. Yeah, restaurant
The
hamburger.
flavor is different, right?
Is the preparation, yeah, is different.
All right. Thank you for that information. So you see, we are comparing. So we said, okay, homemade burgers are better than commercial burgers, okay? Because that's what Guillermo just told us, and that is true. Okay, what can you tell me about a beverage? For example, do you like Pepsi or do you like Coca-Cola?
I
What's better
prefer
for you?
Coca-Cola than a Pepsi. For me, it's better Coca-Cola beverage.
Okay, okay, so Coca-Cola. Why are you saying that it's better? Because we're using an adjective, right? What's the quality that identify this as better?
The taste is totally, it's not totally maybe, but it's a little bit different. It's like
Okay.
the taste is so special for the
Is
Coca-Cola beverage.
it the taste, Freddy's, or is it how strong it is?
Yes,
Like the
yes.
soda, I mean, what do you think it is?
The quality, I think that is better. Like you said, right? It is stronger than the Pepsi beverage.
Okay, good one. All right, so that's what we're discussing, right? We're just checking and seeing. Now, you probably know already, and I don't have doubts that you know how to compare. And probably this structure was told to you since the beginning. So we are gonna be using as, adjective as, to compare an object, a person, a place, a service, a product, food, anything that comes to your mind, okay? So we're gonna say as, adjective as. Now, if you ask me, this is easier than doing it with the regular way. Why? Because in this case, you are not required to change the form of the adjective. You just say as big as small as, all right? That's the only thing you do. Meanwhile, the other ones, you have to learn the rules. Like, okay, I have an irregular adjective. Okay, I have a one-syllable adjective. This one has three-syllable adjective, and it changed the form. So that one is a bit difficult, but I think this one is the easiest one. Tell me if you know this structure already. Please. Do you know this structure already, guys?
No, coach, this is my first time.
First time?
Yes, I am seeing.
For almost everyone. Okay. If you have previous knowledge about this, that's great, but we're gonna check for the ones who doesn't know it. So this one, guys, is basically saying that it's the same as comparing, okay? But this one, it's an easiest way to do it. So for example, if I want to say, okay, let me see. I am 147. How tall are you guys? No, 145 actually. How tall are you? Can someone tell me? Is someone taller than me?
I think I am, coach.
Okay, how tall are you?
I am 156.
Okay, yeah, you're definitely taller. Thank you, girl. Thank you so much. Okay, so that's what we're talking, right? That's what we're saying. Okay, so I said Rebecca. No, I'm not writing. Okay. No, me. Jocelyn is not as tall as Rebecca. Okay. What am I saying? Okay. She's taller than you, right? Yes, she is. If I am using this negative way, I am saying that there's a difference between us, okay? We're not the same. Jocelyn is not as tall as Rebecca, okay? But what if I said, okay, who is 1.6 meters? Who's 160? Anyone? No?
I am 160.
Thank you. Monica is 160. Anyone else is 160? No one else? Okay, let's say that we have a volunteer tonight who's actually 162. And that will be the first person I see. Okay, Christian. Okay, so let's see. In this case, I will compare, right? What I'm comparing? Height. Okay, so I said Monica is as tall as Christian. Oh, is it, I mean, is the affirmative sentence saying that it's equal? Yes, that's what it's saying. So if you're doing affirmative sentences, you said something is equal. If I do a negative one, you said something is different, okay? You're comparing two things, but one is similar and the other one is different. Are you getting the idea?
Yes, teacher.
Yes? Okay. Can we start comparing? Can you tell me, are houses from San Salvador bigger, and I'm using a regular comparison, are bigger than the ones in San Miguel? Because I saw a video about that and they are gorgeous. So what can you tell me? Anyone? No, no one?
No, coach. In San Miguel, houses are bigger than in San Salvador.
Are bigger than in San Salvador. And you use a regular example, right? But how are Okay, they are not equal. So we're gonna use a negative sentence. How can you do that by using this structure?
San Salvador houses are not as big as San Miguel.
Okay, hey, Freddy's, you see, Freddy's is on fire tonight. That's great. Thank you, boy. All right, very good job. So, can you tell me, can we compare another thing? Okay, let's go back to the cinema. I want to know your experience and thoughts about it. Can you compare multi-cinema with another cinema from El Salvador? Can you try?
I think that Cinemark is not as good as Cinepolis.
Okay, okay, very good. So are they equal? No, she said one is better than the other. Okay, very good. Thank you so much. Can you tell me another example about, hey, have you heard about this chicken? I haven't tasted or tried that, but I have heard about a chicken called pirulito, I think. Pirulito, I think.
Pinolito.
Say that again?
Pinolito.
Okay, that's the name. Okay, can you compare that chicken with another one? Maybe campestre, campero, or even the other one. What's the other one?
Real, chicken real, pollo real.
But there's another one that you see in the
Don Pollo.
streets. Yeah, that one. Okay, so, okay, compare. If you have taste, pirulino or pirulito.
Pinolito. Pinolito.
Pinolito. Okay, sorry about that. My bad. Pinolito. Okay, if you have taste already, Pinolito chicken. Can you compare that to any other chicken in El Salvador? Any other fried chicken in El Salvador? And you can include the KFC one too. I mean, it's cool.
And a negative sentence is like a pinolito chicken is not as good as Don Pollo.
Oh, really? But they said that it's even better.
I haven't tried, to be honest. Pinolito, I haven't tried yet.
Oh, okay, okay,
I hope
okay.
I will.
Oh, yeah, and you need to let us know, okay, if it's good, as I said. Okay, good one. I like it. All right.
Teacher, and how is the positive the positive sentence? How will be the positive sentence?
Okay, remember, if we do a negative, it's because they are not equal, okay? One is, I mean, based on the quality, right? One is bigger and the other one is lower, okay? But if we say affirmative ones, it's because we're saying they are equal, okay? For example, let me see. Since we're talking about chicken, let's see. Pollo campero is as expensive as, let me see.
Pollo campestre.
Okay, really? Are they expensive too?
Yeah, I think they have the same prices.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Actually,
All right, thank you.
they're
Then in
similar
this case,
prices.
okay, good one. So in this case, what we're saying is that the two of them has the same price, equal, okay? So I said, pollo campero is as expensive as pollo campestre, okay? Then I compare, but I can also say, hey, pollo, Don Pollo, Don Pollo is not as expensive as Pollo Campero. What did I say there? They are not equal, okay? They are different. If my statement is negative, I'm saying to you that that they are not equal. But if it's affirmative one, I'm saying to you that they are equal, okay? So they are exactly the same. Are we clear on that? Yes. Yes,
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 coach.
yes.
Now it's
Yes.
better.
Okay, thank you guys. So this is what we're going to do as a homework, but it will be for you to speak. As a homework, I want you to find a place. If you want to compare houses or evaluate houses, that's fine for me. I don't mind. I want you to find a product, place, food, service, a house, anything that comes to your mind, and I want you to evaluate it. Evaluate it and compare. So how am I supposed to evaluate that? Okay, you're gonna use two, enough, and too much. Okay, all right. What about if I want to compare? I'm gonna be using as adjective as. Okay, so that's the one I'm gonna be making use of to complete my evaluation and comparison about a place, a service, a food, anything. Okay. Are we clear on what we're going to do? Yes? Or do you have a question, a doubt? Doubts?
We're going to investigate just with the first exam structure that we're talking about. Is not a big enough, like adjective, or we are going
Yes.
to talk about this one as well.
Okay, you're gonna use, remember, when you're evaluating, you can make use of enough, too much, and too and enough, depending on if you're checking the quality or if you're checking the thing itself, okay? That's going to depend on you, all right? But you can use both. We will also use comparisons, but we are gonna make use of as, adjective, as. That's the one that we're gonna be using, okay? Are we clear with that?
Yes, coach.
Okay, very good. So we're going to stop right here because I don't want to take much of your time. So I'm going to let you go now. And Monday, we're going to continue with the last structure we're missing. So let me stop right here and thanking you for coming to the class. I will see you next class, guys. Stay safe. Bye-bye. Good night. Bye-bye,
Bye.
Good
everyone.
night. Bye.